Barcelona are no longer building a team only to dominate Spain.
Seguro, lo vuelvo a repetir. Y bueno, creo que la posibilidad de tener unos cuartos de final contra ellos es de alto nivel. Y bueno, exigirá ese nivel para nosotros.
Spain is already theirs. Now Hansi Flick is building a squad designed to conquer Europe. And this Barcelona do not depend on 11 players. They have a complete squad, young, aggressive, fast, and capable of maintaining Flick's intensity throughout the season. This team does not simply keep possession. It presses, runs, attacks space, and can completely change a match from the bench. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. Joan Garcia played 45 matches and kept 18 clean sheets, finishing 40% of his appearances without conceding. He earned a Spain call-up and ended the season as a world champion. Ahead of him, Pau Cubarsí played 48 matches and nearly 3,977 minutes. He then became one of the World Cup's revelations and reached a market value of €100 million. An absolute madness for such a young centre-back. But this is not all. Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin both made 51 appearances. Eric can play as a centre-back, full-back or holding midfielder. Gerard is left-footed, stands 1.86 metres tall and already has 12 Champions League appearances. Jules Koundé added 47 matches, 3 goals and 4 assists. João Cancelo produced 3 goals and 6 assists in only 29 games. 9 direct contributions from fullback. Ronald Araujo also scored 4 goals in 38 appearances. Barcelona's defence has depth, versatility and international experience, but it remains the main question. If Araujo leaves, Flick will need another centre-back. Koundé could return to the middle, where his recovery speed would help protect Barcelona's extremely high defensive line, because Flick's centre-backs must defend far from goal, survive open spaces and cover the areas left behind by attacking fullbacks. Then comes the real monster, the midfield. Pedri finished with 2 goals and 12 assists in 43 matches, 1 assist every 3.6 appearances. He controls the rhythm, escapes pressure and decides where Barcelona attack. Frenkie de Jong added 8 assists from deeper positions, while Dani Olmo produced 8 goals and 10 assists in 49 appearances. Then there is Fermin Lopez, 13 goals, 17 assists, 30 direct contributions in 48 matches. Fermin can begin from the left, attack the penalty area and arrive almost like a second striker. His movement from deep completely changes the attack. Gavi played only 13 matches because of physical problems, but returned in time to become a world champion. Marc Casado appeared 34 times as a pressing, covering and circulation specialist. Marc Bernal scored 5 goals in 33 matches, despite starting only 15, mainly from defensive midfield. And this is no coincidence. Flick wants competition. Barcelona can change the entire profile of their midfield without losing quality. They still protect the club's traditional principles: possession, passing triangles and midfielders, comfortable under pressure. But Flick has added what had disappeared for years: verticality, aggression, depth.
Like Barca did, because this is also my goal from the first team.
Barcelona are willing to cross, attack the box with several players, and move forwards before the perfect passing sequence appears. Flick demands responsibility and wants the squad to think as a collective rather than a collection of stars. But the most frightening part is the attack. Lamine Yamal produced 24 goals and 18 assists in 45 matches, 42 direct contributions. He became a world champion, one of the tournament's greatest figures, and a player valued above €200 million. Lamine remains Barcelona's most decisive footballer, but he no longer has to create everything alone. Rafinha produced 21 goals and 8 assists in only 33 matches. In one Champions League game, he scored twice and provided 3 assists. Ferran Torres also scored 21 goals. He added 3 assists across 49 appearances and can play wide, attack the box or lead the line. Anthony Gordon arrives after scoring 17 goals and providing 5 assists. 10 of those goals came in Europe. Karim Adeyemi added 10 goals and 6 assists in 39 matches, but his greatest weapon is speed. He reached 36.65 kilometers per hour. Gordon and Adeyemi represent Barcelona's new attacking dimension. Gordon brings aggression, pressing and direct running. Adeyemi can destroy a defensive line with one sprint. Flick can attack through dribbling, combinations, crosses, transitions, or runs behind the defence. Barcelona no longer have only one way to hurt opponents. But don't get me wrong, one major problem remains: the number 9. Until that position is solved, Varane can play centrally and Flick can use a fluid attack. But the question remains. Behind the senior squad, La Masia continues producing options.
So I have to say thank you to La Masia, because how they develop the player.
Alvaro Cortés contributed 3 goals and 2 assists from centre-back. Xavi Espart scored 3 times from full-back. Ibrahima Tunkara already has a €5 million valuation at 16 and 7 goals for Spain under 17. Hamza Abdelkarim produced 12 goals in 19 matches for Egypt under 17 and has already played at a Senior World Cup. The next wave is already coming. That may be the most frightening part of Flick's project. Flick has already won 2 consecutive La Liga titles and 5 trophies with Barcelona. He was also named La Liga's best manager for 2025/26. Now he wants more. He wants to transform the team physically, increase the intensity and maintain the press for 90 minutes. That is why this squad is not normal. Barcelona are no longer trying to recover their greatness. They have already conquered Spain. Now Flick is building the machine that can conquer Europe. And if Barcelona solve the centre-forward position and protect their high defensive line, the rest of the continent could have a serious problem. Because this team does not depend on one superstar, one midfield, or one starting 11. It is a complete squad built to press, run, rotate and attack without losing its identity. Spain already belongs to them. Now they are coming for Europe. Hansi Flick did not arrive at Barcelona to destroy its history, he arrived to update it. Because Barcelona's identity has always been built around 3 principles: pressing, possession, position. The 3 Ps that Johan Cruyff transformed into a football philosophy, and that Guardiola,
Eto's opened it up.
Luis Enrique,
To Neymar to seal it up.
and others later adapted to their own eras. At Barcelona, winning has never been enough. How you win matters too. Flick understood that from the beginning. He studied the Dutch school and Cruyff's football, but he did not try to copy the past. He took Barcelona's traditional identity and added what modern European football demands: speed, aggression, depth, and the ability to attack before the opposition can organise. Flick's Barcelona can dominate through possession, but they do not move the ball simply to slow the match down. They circulate it to attract pressure. Then, when the space appears, they attack it with a vertical pass. That is where Barcelona's tradition and Flick's football meet. Cruyff wanted to dominate through the ball.
I want to play like, I study a lot of things about the Netherlands football school, and there's also Johan.
Guardiola turned positional play into precision. Luis Enrique added transitions and aggression. Flick has mixed all of that with German intensity. And this is no coincidence. Barcelona averaged close to 69% possession while maintaining the highest defensive line in Europe. Their opponents were caught offside 4.56 times per match, far more than against any other major European club. An absolute madness. Barcelona's football depends on every part working together. But Flick's transformation is not only visible in the style, it is visible in the trophies. In 2 seasons, he won 5 titles with Barcelona, 2 La Liga titles, 2 Spanish Super Cups, 1 Copa del Rey. He managed 116 matches, won 88, and reached a victory rate of 75.9%. That is the second best percentage in Barcelona's history, behind only Luis Enrique. During his first season, Barcelona scored 175 goals, the 3rd highest total in a single campaign in the club's history. They later scored in 55 consecutive La Liga match days and turned the Camp Nou into a fortress with 19 home victories. Numbers of dreams. But the most frightening part appears when the opponent is Real Madrid. Since Flick arrived, Barcelona have won 6 of 7 Clásicos, 6 victories, 1 defeat, 21 goals scored, only 9 conceded, a goal difference of +12. That is not simply a good run, that is dominance. Flick defeated Madrid in 3 of the 4 league meetings that helped decide the title. He beat them in 2 Spanish Super Cup finals, and he defeated them again in the Copa del Rey final. 3 finals against the eternal rival, 3 victories. For the first time in more than 120 years, Barcelona won 3 consecutive official finals against Real Madrid. Not even Guardiola's greatest Barcelona managed that. The 4-0 at the Bernabeu showed that Flick's team could destroy Madrid through pressing, depth and bravery. The 5-2 in the Super Cup proved It had not been a one-off. The following finals confirmed that the superiority was no longer only emotional, it was tactical, physical, and footballing. Flick did not simply return trophies to Barcelona, he returned the confidence to enter a Clásico, believing they were the better team. And I'm going to prove it. Barcelona did not beat Madrid by hiding, defending deep or waiting for mistakes. They pushed the line forward, pressed aggressively, filled the opposition half, and accepted an open battle when the match demanded it. The same mentality appeared against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona were 2 goals behind, but Flick did not abandon his identity. He intensified it. He moved towards a structure, added more attackers, freed Rafinha, and filled the penalty area. Barcelona completed a historic comeback against a Simeone side that had not lost a 2-goal league lead for more than 17 years. That is Flick's Barcelona. When the match becomes difficult, they do not become more cautious. They become more themselves. But don't get me wrong, the domestic titles matter. La Liga matters. The Copa del Rey matters. And beating Real Madrid matters enormously. But the biggest objective remains unfinished. The Champions League. Flick has already conquered Spain. He has won the finals. He has dominated Madrid. And he has turned Barcelona into the most recognisable team in the country. Now he is working to conquer Europe, because this Barcelona do not want to survive through memories of Cruyff, Guardiola or Messi. They want to build their own era, an era with the possession, academy and attacking courage. Barcelona have always defended, but also with greater speed, physical power, pressing and hunger. Flick did not replace Barcelona's identity. He made it ready for modern football. Spain already belongs to them. Europe is the next step. Barcelona's squad is perfect for Hansi Flick because it does not offer only quality, it offers solutions. Flick wants a team capable of dominating through possession, pressing immediately after losing the ball, and accelerating before the opposition can reorganise. He does not want slow possession or a side trapped inside one rigid structure. He wants technical, physical, and intelligent players who can exchange positions without losing balance. And Barcelona have exactly that. Everything begins from the back. Flick usually starts with a 4-2-3-1, but the structure can change during the same move. One fullback advances, the other closes inside and a midfielder drops to create a 3-man build-up. Pau Cubarsí is crucial because he does not simply pass sideways. He attracts the striker and finds Pedri, Frenkie de Jong or Dani Olmo behind the first pressure. Eric Garcia offers similar quality with even greater versatility. He can begin as a fullback, become a centre-back or step into midfield. Gerard Martin provides a left-footed outlet and the physical power to defend large spaces. Ronald Araujo and Jules Koundé have the recovery speed required to protect Barcelona's high defensive line. João Cancelo can stay wide, overlap or move inside beside the midfielders. With one movement, Barcelona can change from a back 4 into a 3-man build-up, and this is no coincidence. Flick does not want defenders who only protect their own goal. He wants defenders who gain territory, defend forwards and keep the opposition trapped. Then comes the midfield. Pedri connects everything. He can drop beside the pivot, play as a number 8 or receive near the penalty area. His real position is wherever Barcelona need another passing option. Frenkie offers something different. When passing lanes disappear, he can carry the ball beyond the first pressure himself. Gavi brings aggression, pressing and chaos. Marc Casado understands when to protect the space behind the ball and when to jump forwards. Marc Bernal adds height, physical presence and a clean first pass. That gives Flick several combinations. The number 10 position offers the same variety. Dani Olmo can receive between the lines, turn in tight spaces and operate as a false 9. His movement can drag a centre-back away from the defensive line. Fermín López attacks the same spaces differently. He does not always need the ball at his feet. He can run beyond the striker, arrive from the second line and transform controlled possession into a sudden chance. Flick can even use them together, with one approaching the ball and the other running towards goal. But the greatest transformation appears in attack. Lamine Yamal can stay wide, attract 2 defenders and create from the right. Rafinha can begin on the left, move inside and attack the penalty area without the ball. Anthony Gordon brings pressing, aggression and direct movement, and Karim Adeyemi offers devastating speed. Against Sporting, Dortmund recovered possession close to their own area. Adeyemi received and immediately played the ball towards Julian Brandt, but he did not stop. He accelerated beyond the defensive line. Brandt waited for the correct moment and returned the pass into space. Adeyemi was already clear and finished the move inside the penalty area. Vertical pass, run, goal. That is Flick's football. Adeyemi does not need to carry the ball for half the pitch. He can release it and destroy the opposition with his movement. Gordon can do something similar from the opposite side, and that gives Lamine even more freedom because defenders can no longer concentrate only on him. That is the frightening part. Barcelona can attack the full width and depth of the pitch, and they can even play without a traditional number 9. Ferran Torres can pin the centre-backs, press from the front and attack the near post. Olmo can play as a false 9 and leave the area to create space. But don't get me wrong, a striker such as Julian Alvarez would raise the level even further, and depth is essential. Flick demands high pressing, long runs and repeated physical efforts. If Gavi becomes tired, Casado can enter. If Olmo needs rest, Fermin takes his place. If Barcelona needs speed, Flick can introduce Adeyemi or Gordon. If they need someone attacking the box, Ferran is available. And underneath them, Alvaro Cortés, Xavi Espart, Ebrima Tunkara and Hamza Abdelkarim continue pushing from La Masia. Barcelona do not have only one competitive starting 11. They have several different teams inside the same squad. This Barcelona can dominate through possession or reach the penalty area in 3 passes. They can play with a striker or without one. They can press high, defend far from Joan Garcia, and completely change a match from the bench without abandoning their identity. That is why this squad is perfect for Hansi Flick. Barcelona already dominate Spain, and although the rest of Europe may not want to see it yet, Flick finally has the squad capable of taking Barcelona back to where they belong, on top of European football